Good morning. Although it's it's 3:47. That's Saturday morning.
After 900 feet, turn left.
I think Satnav's having a bit of a he's lying to me. Quiet night last night. He's either doing his daily checks. No, he is, because the light's on.
Turn left.
Excuse me. Woke up a bit snotty this morning. Well, it'll take me a little while to get down there today. I've got to do the Oxford Ring Road. Some heat in here. Bit nippy. 8 degrees. Yeah, quite a night. No one parked near me.
After 600 feet, bear left, A40, then turn left. Bear left, then turn left.
Bears.
Turn left, then take the motorway.
Right, we're off. Well, you can't see much now, so I'm just going to head on down. Shouldn't be long before we can see some daylight, but see whether we got to go around Oxford or not, because the A34 shut. Did I say that? I don't know. Right, let's go.
Follow M40 towards Oxford for 4.5 miles.
Let's get on with it. Speak to you all later.
The second exit.
Hello. Oxford. Diversion. Pain in the arse.
Follow A40 Elsfield Way towards Ring Road for 3.5 miles.
Scoot on a bit now. Go back on it. So this is the Oxford Ring Road. Shame we can't see nothing, so I'll speak to you all later. Hello. Time now 4:45 on the A34, just going past HGV services. Due into Southampton at 5:45. I'm on the docks at 6, so I've got 15 minutes to get myself together when I get down there, so quite nice. I've been watching a lot of, I watch quite a bit of that. All I watch is YouTube. I don't watch TV, I watch YouTube. And there's been a few people on saying about the crowning of King Charles and all the rest of it, and he's not my king and all that malarkey. And yeah, I'm a royalist. I'll stick my flag in the ground and state it, as most of you know. But for those of you that are anti-royals or anti-monarchy, and you want us to go down the route of, say, a president, and two spring to mind, obviously America and France, Macron and Biden in America. So you want us to go down that route. You just got to look at the arguments against having a monarchy. Oh, it's the cost. Do you think the President of the United States is a cheap option? Do you think that? Because it's not, I can assure you. We won't be saving any money. And then, where do you think? Okay, let's go back a step. Hey, do you trust politicians? Now, the vast majority of people would probably turn around and say, that's debatable. How much trust do you have in a politician or any politicians? Now, there's the odd one or two that do it for the right reasons, but there's a lot of them that do it for the wrong reasons, and that is evident, isn't it? They lie. They tell us what they think we want to hear. We were lied to about Brexit. We were lied to about lots of different things. What we hear, what actually happens, and what the real truth is usually two different things. So I think the general consensus is that you may start off with good intentions, but in general, politicians are they're a different breed, aren't they? Would we all agree on that? Hands up, say yes. I think that would be fair to say, especially in the last few years, where you look at all the things that have gone on in Downing Street, and so it's the Tories. No, it's not. Look at Labour. They're all as bad as one another. Was there a war in Iraq? Did Tony Blair go in there and say, yes, there's weapons of mass destruction? Were there? No. So you can't turn it towards all the Tories, because that's a load of bloody rubbish. They're all as bad as one another, and I think we should all agree on that. I think that's a fair assumption of the current political climate. So, the Red Marauder. Wow. He's on a mission. Too hot to trot. AW Transport. It's got some lights on there. Don't leave your lights on, mate, when you pull over. No battery. Anyway, okay. Politicians. Generally, people don't trust them. You'd like to, because you'd like to think that they have your best interests at heart. That's why they're elected. Yeah. So, who do you think is going to become a president? Nine times out of 10, who do you think? Yeah, if you haven't worked it out, it's usually a politician or somebody that works within government. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. At the moment, the king is a constitutionalised, but he has no direct say in the running of the country. He has no real... He upholds the law, but he can't change it. A president, on the other hand, can. And I'll give you a classic example of that. In France, the retirement age has just gone up. Not because it was voted in, not because the Parliament has said yes, I think that's a good idea. No. Not because the people wanted it, that's for sure. No, not at all. It's because the President did a presidential decree and just said, I don't care what you guys think. I'm putting the voting, I'm putting the pension age up. Nobody voted that in. That's the power the President has. Do we really want that in this country? Do we really want someone that could change laws just because he thinks, personally thinks, and his advisors and his cronies think that's a good idea? Who would we have out of the political spectrum that we currently have in the House of Commons or the House of Lords? You think most of the House of Lords are ex-politicians anyway? Not all. That's probably a sweeping statement there, but there's a percentage. Boris, you reckon he could go for president? How about Jeremy Corbyn? How about Diane Abbott? How about Rees-Mogg? Liz Truss? Just let all this think in, let it sink in. Who would be up for being a president? Because it'll be one of them lot. It ain't going to be old Bertie Fisher, who runs the local butchers. It ain't going to be him. Or is it going to be some head of the trade union? Who do you reckon? Who would you want as president? Wielding that sort of power. I'd rather it was all decided by a government, a democratically elected government. And I'm not saying that the president wouldn't be democratically elected, but we've got slim pickings. You might end up with all the presidents have some sort of political allegiance. It's either one party or the other, you know? And I really don't want to go down that route. I'd rather have a king that is a figurehead of the country. That is non-political. Yeah, it scares me to think that we could go down that route. Remember, we could have a member of the military. How would you like that, all you left-wingers? Somebody for the British Army, some general. We could end up someone like, someone out of 8 Half Hot Mum that does away with puffery. It beggars belief what some people wish for. And I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. Yeah, some people say it costs. It costs, putting on the coronation costs tens of millions. Yeah, it might have. Do you know how much the royal family bring in tourism every year? Last estimate was 1.7 billion, not million, 1.7 billion pounds. oh, the money would be better spent on food banks. No, it you're missing the point. Well, we haven't seen Dawn's wonderful crack this morning. It just sort of, you know, it's slowly sort of crept up on us. Work out what that is up ahead. Whatever it is, it's got no lights on the back of it. Well, it might have 2 little lights. Or is that the lights of the colour? It's got a trailer on there. It's got a trailer with one light, no reg plate. Yeah, well done. £5 o'clock in the morning, you just nicked that trailer. So you've all had a wonderful week. This week's go, mine's been alright, but nothing to shout about. Fairly easy work. Just levels of fuckwittery that are built into the programme that needn't be. So Monday's repeat performance of 3 days last week, heading up to, heading back to Southampton, I believe. Back to the same place again, rock and roll. But I get a bit of a lay-in. I don't have to be into the yard until about 8 o'clock. I leave home about 7, get in at 8. Which means I can run quite late into the evening if I have to. Probably won't get down to the yard until 7, 8 o'clock, back down. That's alright. Might even go on the dogs. Nice and quiet. See what time we got. May not have enough time. Depends how long I am in my favourite container picking the box up in the first place. Well, we're going to have a look at her. Yeah. Don't know if I can say. Don't know if I can say. Nearly said it out loud. All part of the plan. All part of the plan. Oh, interest rates are yeah, we all know the interest rates go. Oh, well, we were fixed on something like 3.5–4%, I think it was. No, it must have been less than that. Fixed on 2.5. So that's now come to an end. And thank God. Well, thank someone. It won't be God. Well, thank the gods. Any of them. That we've only got a small mortgage. Because it's nearly doubled. Unbelievable. It's gone up to 7.8% variable. It's like, called just here seeing a mortgage broker on our mortgage man on Tuesday to see what we can do. So the trouble is, we don't want to go on a fixed for 2 or 3 years because we won't be here in 2 or 3 years, so the mortgage will change. So we might have to just swallow it. But it depends on what the penalty fees are for coming out of a fixed mortgage. If it's only like £1,000, we'll probably go on a fixed because it'll save us more per month. You know that. So yeah, it's swings and roundabouts really. So yeah, she's going in to see that on Tuesday, so we'll find out a bit more. I don't know how people. I mean, we're lucky. Gorgeous Kira earns shed loads more than I do, and I'm on a fair whack. A multi-million pound a day truck driver, you know. Especially with all this overtime on a Saturday. Look, making it in. The way I look at working at a weekend is that it's worth my while. You know, because we get extra bonuses for working at a weekend, so it's worth it. In my opinion, it's not worth it from a time point of view or I'd rather be at home. But from a monetary point of view, it is actually worth doing. She makes some good money on it. Yeah. Because we don't know if we'll be here in a year's time. Well, hopefully we won't be. Well, it's a bit misty murky. Could do with a bit of sunshine. And it's dry. Although I did have a few flecks of rain, but the old red marauder up there in front, you can see the lights. He really shows up, doesn't he? You don't want to run into the back of him. Oh, I didn't see it. Lad's overtaking me very slowly. Is he going to run out of steam? Oh, I think he's going to do it. DPD. Come on in. So much nicer driving in daylight. Coming up to Sutton Scotney, we're going to keep on going, we're going to pull in the randoms. Get there about past. I've got new coffee and it's no, I ain't got the grips of it. It was slim pickings. Our Tesco's, I'll tell you, we've got a Tesco's. It's not like a little Tesco's, it's not a massive superstore, but it's a good size, you know, Tesco's. They've really gone down there, haven't they? I can't remember the last time I seen eggs in there. There was very little fruit in there. There was lots of things missing. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, you don't want to be doing that whilst holding coffee, I tell you. Oh dear. Good job I had a lid on it. Oh, what have we got going on here? Is he stuck in the hedge? Yeah. At least he managed to get off the road. absolute rubbish. Oh yeah, no jam donuts. Not that I've eaten jam donuts. Yeah, no jam donuts. I like a jam donut. Probably why I'm fat. Yeah, that really upset me actually. And oh yeah, the coffee selection was slim pickings. So I like to grind my own. I like coffee beans. It's rubbish. So I ended up with a household name, which when you're out and you go into a coffee shop and you see the coffee brand that I'm going to say, Lavazza. Is it Lavazza? I think it's Lavazza. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Probably completely wrong. But you know what I mean. It's silver with red writing on. It's a really nice coffee. Yeah. Maybe I just haven't got the strength right. I'm going to up the strength. I normally go for a strong coffee like a 5. They're graded, aren't they? 1 to 5. 1 mellow, 5 kick in the arse. And that's what I need, is a kick you in the arse graded coffee in the morning. Especially the times I get up. And I normally have 5 scoops, and that makes almost a pint of coffee. And that sees me food for a couple of hours then. It's only 2 mugs. 2 standard type mugs. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Sneezing and hiccups. What's going on? All I need is indigestion and a heart attack and a stroke to finish with. And oh, the runny nose. Oh, runny nose. Yeah, just start. Nose starts running. What is going on? Tired. That's what it is. Oh yeah. So I normally put 5 scoops of coffee in, and that does me. I tried 6 today because yesterday's was a bit still a bit So I'm going to up my game to 7 to see if I can get a bit of taste into it. It's either that or my taste buds are giving up, which is always a possibility. If I'm coming down with a cold. Who knows? Who knows what your nose knows? And if you know, you know. Knows. If your nose knows, you know. You don't know what you don't know. That's a fact. DVSA. We're going to get a tug. What we doing with it? We're waiting for a foreign lad, I expect. A DVSA test station down here. Not test station, but inspection yard. It's not coming after me. Coming up to Winnell roundabout. Lightly. Well, hopefully not this morning. See as we come down here. I think this is an inspection yard here. I think it's up in here on the left.
After a quarter of a mile, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, M3, towards Bournemouth.
Yeah, they could pull them in there. See, DPD.
Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
Tortoise in the hare. What do I always say? So he's used more fuel than I have. His fuel consumption will be lower than mine because of the speed that he's driving and pushing on. And we got to the same point at the same time.
Take the exit, M3, then take the motorway.
Right, through the roadworks in the randoms. Pass pictures all later. Hello, 5:30. Shortly be approaching randoms.
Keep right. Follow M27 towards Southampton for 3.5 miles.
Well, that's enough of her. Sat nav of the Range Rover she is so posh. As one would expect. So that little detour added probably about 15 minutes onto the journey, something like that. Not much. I've seen one of our lads heading northbound on a Saturday morning. Kira's away next weekend, I might do the same. Coming in hot. Reverse thrusters on. It's nice and dry. Get away with it. There's some coaches in there, look. Wow. There's a few trucks in as well. That's just a bit of a surprise. A lot of coaches. Let's go. Oh look, they're not. They painted that one nice and yellow. Let's go here. I do. Right, 15-minute break. Speak to you later. Hello. Box off. Nice and quiet down here. Back to the yard. Gotta get out of here. The journey is complete. It is indeed. It is indeed. Well, it will be in a minute. Bloody bumps. I'm going to stay at the road here. That's how it should be. And that'll be about 15 minutes. Perfect. So I just got to go back, refuel, drop the trailer. Thank you. "15 minutes start to finish." So another week done. Jobbed. Pallet man. be in this right hand lane. Well, that really is about it from me. Meeting up with friends tonight. They're coming down. Live up in Yorkshire. They're coming down because they want to cruise to the Norwegian fjords tomorrow. So we're going out for dinner tonight. It's nice, catch up. Haven't seen them for a while. Tide is well and truly in. Still got the cones out the other side. Not much going on. So, what are you doing? So a nice little run back to the yard now. Refuel, drop the trailer, go home. Right, have a good weekend. What's left of it? Saturday morning, 6:24. And I said I'd be home by about 8. So yeah, it looks like I'll be home by about 8 o'clock in the morning. Time for tea and cuddles. Speak to you all later.